have a simple up and down. You have a docking light. If this quits, you have a 30 amp inline fuse.
Oh, okay.
Try that first. If that still is not the problem,
so you're saying that it could be the fuse
it
that's
could be
out.
the fuse.
So try to replace the fuse. Okay.
30 amp.
All right.
Okay. If it still does not work, you can pull this plug out and then you can use this wrench to hand crank it.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
All right.
And the way they're gear ratioed, it would go fairly easy.
Pull this plug out. What do you mean? How do you pull the plug out? Oh.
Just pull that out.
Okay. All right.
Then you can hand crank it.
All right.
And it goes pretty easy. It's not that bad.
All right.
Okay. Propane. They're filled up, ready to go. You have a regulator here that will allow you, see the way I've got it pointed that way, it's just going to pull off this tank.
Right.
If I turn it this way, it'll just pull off this tank. If I point it straight down, it will automatically switch. It's pulling off both tanks.
So that's where you normally leave it?
I'll leave mine on just one tank. That way I know I've always got one in reserve.
Okay.
So if you put it down, it's both tanks?
Right.
Oh, okay. Well, that's probably a good idea.
Okay?
Okay.
12 volt battery. Your 12 volt battery will work your tongue jack. It will work your awning. It will work your 12 volt water pump. And there will be a couple lights in there it will work. And it will also work the furnace. It will ignite the furnace.
Ignite the furnace,
Yeah.
okay. Which is gas or
Which is
electric?
propane.
Okay. It's not electric. Okay.
The rest of it, you've hooked up trailers before, right? You've hooked up several trailers before, or no?
A U-Haul once.
Okay.
So is there something that connects this thing, or you just sit there?
It'll just sit there. That's not. Even if it had a strap on it, it would move around.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not going anywhere. Your propane tank's already filled up too, by the way.
Okay.
And that's a brand new battery.
All right. Well, you want to give me a primer on hooking up the trailer? We're starting from scratch here, Chris.
So, one of you will be backing up, and one of you will be back here guiding you on.
Right.
Okay? And you'll just lower that down on the ball.
Yeah.
Okay? Latch it right there. There'll be a pin you'll have to get to go in right here. That's connected. And somewhere under your vehicle, you'll have hooks.
Right.
To hook this to, both your chains, okay? And on this one, this is your breakaway brake. This is emergency brake. In other words, if this was to come unhooked from your vehicle somehow or another, it would pull this, which would pull the pin out, which would activate the brakes in the trailer.
Oh, okay.
So what you do with that, once you hook this up to your hitch, grab that, plug that up like that,
Okay.
you're good.
So you're not going to give me a pin to go in this thing?
That's normally separate. Because most people buy hitches, and when they buy hitches, it comes with all that. You can stick a nut and bolt there or whatever, it don't have to be as good.
Okay.
Hit Painter up for that, tell him he can throw you a clip in.
All right.
Are you good on that?
Yeah.
That would make more sense.
And
if
the cross, you put the what?
I normally don't cross.
You don't?
No, I don't.
Why not?
I just never have.
I thought that was the advisable way to do it.
Some people do it. Most time here we don't.
Okay.
And then of course that, make sure you plug that in. That'll be for your lights, your brake lights. And then your
That's
trailer.
the 7-pin thing?
That's the 7-pin.
Yeah, okay.
And hopefully whenever you're pulling this with, you already have a brake controller in that vehicle.
Well, I'm not going to be pulling it until I buy something to pull it with.
Right.
I mean, I can't pull it with that van, I don't think.
Yeah, Sienna
Probably
van.
not.
Yeah, I think too much.
I mean,
A
it's
lot
got
of
a
newer
3,500.
Huh?
It says towing capacity of 3,500. I think this thing weighs 3,000.
Yeah.
But
Dry.
Dry, yeah.
Yeah.
Right, so we don't want to risk it.
Right.
So that pin, there's a brake controller that's part of the vehicle
Well-
hitch, right?
This has brakes.
Yeah.
The power to brakes is when you plug this into your truck.
Yeah, okay.
But you still have to have a brake box.
Right, on the truck.
Unless you get some of your trucks nowadays. Like I have a 2016 Ram 1500 that would pull this all day long.
Yeah.
And the truck already has the 7-way hookup, and it already has the brake box in it.
So what I'm thinking about getting is a Suburban, and some of them come with towing packages.
Is that fine? On something this size, it'd be fine.
Does that towing package, do you know if that includes the brake box and the 7-pin, or do you know?
Normally it does. That's
Okay.
what I mean.
All right. So we need a 30 amp
A 30 amp pole.
pole. All right.
And they just, I'm sure they got water hoses all over the place you could hook up to.
So it's just a standard water hose?
Well, they say drink water hose. Start right here. Unless you got good storage down here. Now, let's jump over here real quick. So that battery,
Yeah.
which operates your 12-volt stuff, that battery will charge when you're hooked up to your tow vehicle
Yeah.
or when this is hooked up to shore power.
Okay.
As long as, look up in there, see that knob?
Yeah.
That's your 12-volt disconnect.
All right.
Make sure that's on when you're hooked up to your tow vehicle or when you're hooked up at your campsite, wherever. That way your battery will charge.
Okay. How do you know it's on? What is the on position?
Right now it's on. See the green?
Yeah.
Now it's off.
Okay. All right. So when would you ever turn that off?
Like if you have the camper in storage,
Oh.
you're not going to be using it. It's
Okay.
too easy just to cut that off. That way you know nothing's draining anything off that battery.
Okay.